Hey, it's Christina Marassi, and we are on the Genius Train, bringing money into the conversation so we can turn our genius into gold. So, I have some important updates. But first of all, let me tell you about one of my geniuses. So, I am a big fan of allowing things to unfold organically and being in the flow, which I'm sure you've noticed. And so, when I started the 30 Days of Genius, I did not have it all figured out. I just knew that I wanted to be creative, to use my genius in a certain way, to commit to it for myself and invite others to live into their genius. And at the same time, I'm an entrepreneur, right? So I was looking at like, well, how could this support my business? And to be honest, I wasn't even totally sure. I was really following guidance that this was the next best step for me to take. And what an incredible journey it was. I didn't have it all figured out. Each day I sort of showed up and I listened to what wanted to happen. I had the container of 30 days, I had the book, and I allowed things to unfold from there. And how wonderful. I was saying yes, I was opening, I was putting all of that into practice. So this is how I operate, of really like listening to what wants to happen. And I kid you not, literally in the last couple of hours, I got the information that I need to bring this destination of the Genius Train to a close again. I didn't totally see that coming. And here's, I think, partially the reason why. First of all, I'm not dropping the money conversation. I just think it is an endless, a bottomless topic. So I can see at some point that I think I'd like to go back in and do a whole other 30 days just around money. So that's what's percolating in the moment. And at this point, I need to turn my attention towards monetizing. So it's all in alignment somehow, right? So I have this, I'm a part of a mastermind group, and we all set goals together. And I wasn't quite sure how I was going to bring monetizing into the conversation for myself. And then I got clear that I really did want to again share my high-end package, the 2-day offer that I shared with you guys. About the first day is all about transformation work, and the second day is about being photographed, and that it was time for me to put that out there in a strong way and to really stand in that for myself. And so I need to turn my attention to that, because I have the audacious goal of bringing in 5 people to work with by April 17th, which is very, very soon if you haven't noticed. So I think I need to turn all my attentions to that, and I won't really be good if I keep trying to do these videos, but I know that I'll be back to this process. And I'm still going to keep making videos, but I wanted to let you know they're going to be more geared towards promoting my business at this point. And there might be something interesting in there. Somewhere in the background, I might still be continuing this money conversation, except I need to focus on it for myself right now. And then what I'm hoping is at some point, within the next month or so, I can go back in for another 30 days. So wanted to let you know that it's sort of breaking news. And things can change fast around here. I mean, it's just like the tide started to turn. And oddly, I was working on a whole new webpage for my offer, because I was even renaming it and kind of tweaking it a little bit, and the whole site went down. So I'm not even sure what's going to happen around that. So I don't even think I can access anything on the site right now. So I know how to take a joke, and I'm going to do a little praying and sort of straightening out myself and my own genius, and hopefully that will sort everything out with the website. So for now, really, it's surprising I didn't see it coming so fast, but I'm going to bring this destination of the Genius Train to a close. So I hope that you keep percolating with this conversation, though, because I think even though we went in a vague way with the yes breath and the opening, I have a feeling those are great pieces to work with for a long time, actually. And before we kind of dive in any deeper, it sort of feels like we need to free up some energy around that. So I will definitely keep you updated on what I'm getting, and, really enjoyed this process, and really wanted to create a segue from the 30 Days of Genius to my self-monetizing, and then this is the information that I'm getting in the moment. So just to let you know, I am still honoring the Genius support if you would like to jump on that by the end of Friday. I think that's a great way to sort of take your own leap around investing in your genius. And there's so much to share around this money conversation. I mean, I'm like raring at the bit to keep diving into it, and I need to, I guess, take care of myself around that in the moment. So Please still stay tuned. And if you happen to know anyone who might be interested in the high-end packages and really kind of wanting to invest in themselves in a major way, please be sure to let me know, because I'm going on a blitz to find the 5 people who are the right match for this. They're out there somewhere, and it's just my job to keep sharing my genius to find them, right? So you'll kind of get to see how I'll be putting all of this into action to do that. And for me, it's so important to make sure that I'm doing it from an aligned way. I came from the healing arts. Like, being an entrepreneur is still pretty new to me, and it's been such an interesting journey to find my way to take in all these business concepts and but wait, what feels good on the inside? And very often I had to take it apart, get underneath it, clean it up differently, put it back together, in a whole new way, and be like, okay, if I understand the deeper spiritual underpinnings of all this, I'm on board. And now I just see that business is a way for us to get our genius and our gifts out into the world in a structured way that makes us viable for the marketplace. So that's how I've reconciled it for myself. So anyway, I need to flex those muscles for myself and kind of put it all into action. So come along for the journey, and then hopefully the Genius Train will start up again at some point. I'll be sure to keep you informed and keep exploring the money conversation for yourself, and we will come back to it. I think so, for sure. So thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing how it all unfolds and opens from here. Still, all aboard on the Genius Train, and we all say, woo, woo. Take care.